Well, howdy guys, welcome back. We're in Lakewood. It's been a while too since we played this. Man, because last week I couldn't get it working, as I've been saying in the other videos, and I was saying on my live stream, and I did finally get it working. And if you guys aren't following me on Twitter, you totally should be, because I keep you guys updated on just like that kind of general news and stuff. But my goodness, do I ever miss this place so much. So here we are, back at Lakewood. The game is running. I had to remove a whole bunch of assets and mods to get it to basically work again. I hit my limits and the games wouldn't run and I couldn't get anything to load, and it was very frustrating. So that was a really long week. But it's good to be back, especially good to be working on this city here. So I thought we'd maybe do a little bit more expansion on our little suburb area right here. I was just kind of watching traffic, just going back to what we were doing in the last episode. And I just moved the recycling facility over just to give us a bit more room over here, and then I changed this road here going in and out of the roundabout, so it's a much faster flow through. It's a little bit chaotic looking, but it works pretty well, all things considering. So I'll keep it as it is. And what I also did was added a little way back on, just in case you're down here, you don't have to go towards the roundabout again. And there's a small bypass now underground, so you don't have to pile in through this little residential area if you're a truck now. And that seems to be making a pretty big difference. And interestingly enough, people are actually going down this way and around to get on the highway right here, which kind of saves a bit of traffic for the intersection here. Either way, it looks pretty cool, I think. Oh, and there's a brand new little bridge right here, just kind of linking the back little section. So I think I eventually want to maybe beef this up a little bit. And look at how well this bypass is working. This is great. I'm so happy this went in. Ooh, I love it. So my thoughts, what we could possibly do is maybe put in a little bit of an extension on some of the roads here, get closer to the train tracks, put in maybe like a tree kind of boundary or something, but just extend this a little bit. And I was hoping to maybe do a little office park with some shopping just over here, just to get maybe a hint, like slightly more tall buildings, just a little amount of them. Maybe we can do that, and this, get people working over here too. And we could have some offices to kind of govern and maybe work in tandem with some of this factory stuff, just like in real life or whatever. But my goodness, we have so much traffic going through. Holy smokes. So something to keep an eye on, I guess. What we could even do, just for, I want to say safety, but traffic safety, is we could have another road that goes from, say, here to here type thing. Why don't we just do that? Okay, now what would be a good road to use? Because I want to follow one of these ones. I think this one here is appropriate. So it just kind of turns into a national road. So I'm going to remove the people here, and I think we're going to make a little bit of a different kind of opening into the highway. Let's see what we can come up with. Oh, and guys, I apologize for not having a live stream this week. But I will be having one on Sunday. Just been a little bit of a busier week than I thought it would be. So for sure, no matter what, the ones on Sunday, those will always happen. But the variables will be the ones just during the week. So I think what I'm going to do is split traffic. Should we do this into two? What do we want to turn left, though? Okay, so why don't we do regular, going kind of straight. And then I want to have an arm going like this for right-hand turns. And get out the old traffic president, switch around our lanes. There we go. So that way you go straight if you want to turn left, and you turn right if you want to turn right. But then here you can't turn left, and then here you can't turn right. So that should hopefully help a little bit. And then I think we're going to extend just that extra little bit right there. And just go like this. Back some of the housing away, just because it's going to be pretty noisy. And you know what, realistically, I think just because of the subway and all the added noise, I'm actually going to take these houses out. And I'm going to make them into commercial. Still leaving a little bit of a gap right there. So my thoughts are, if we can get more commercial in here, that might start stemming some growth for some residential. Because if you'll remember back just a few episodes ago, there's this area here still not 100% filled in. which is fine. Just gives us somewhere, like, you know, for people to move in when the demand does happen. And we also have our foothills suburb kind of thing over here. Still same idea, not 100% filled in, slowly getting there. But you can kind of see our demand, it's kind of dropping off the cliff right here. So we gotta do something to, you know, get people in here. Make some attractive areas so people can't refuse. They'll be like, you know, that Lakewood, we should go there. Dear pack a bag, we're moving to Lakewood. Right? That's what we want. Okay, so I think generally the same kind of shape happening, so I think that kind of follows the same pattern to a certain extent. And then that can maybe go like this. Let in. Oh, you know what? We should probably make that go straight. And we'll connect it here. Cool. That just gets you a little bit closer to these avenues. That's where I kind of want most of the traffic to be driving. I just happen to have made this one a 4-lane just because it's going to be our first point of contact off our little highway here. Yeah, see, this is what I'm trying to avoid too, having too much traffic kind of pile in and around these residential spots. So, I mean, I don't necessarily think another highway interchange right here is the answer. It's just, we may have to do a ban on heavy traffic right there. We'll see, though. Or I'm just tempted to maybe do another road, say, from here to there. Okay, so we'll go underground. Or not. Okay, let's try and go. I guess 9 by 9 is not too steep. Oh, by 6 now somehow. Well, how is this happening? Alright, back to my tunnel idea. Okay, so tunnel. That connects over here. Should those connect? I don't think that'll look nice though if they connect. Like, I don't think the angle is correct there. Could do that, but I don't know. I don't really feel like that flows. I don't know. I do not know. Let's leave it though, just for a little test. Otherwise, I want the little streets here to go usually straight out. And we're upgrading these ones because they're no longer like the boundary end of the city, so we want a little bit more traffic to be able to flow through here. So just a few of them get an upgrade, not all of them. No need to do them all. And then I think over here, there, just to kind of make that look a little bit more functional. Cool, now we can do some inner streets. And maybe these should be curved as well. I really think we actually need one right here. These intersections are getting a little close together. And our curve angle is slightly starting to change too, so we got to keep just a little bit more of an eye on that, it looks like. And happening in the other direction now. Oh boy. Kind of threw me off too, going, I think, straight right there, so. Yeah, same kind of shape happened again. There we go. Now, why don't we just go like this? And go like that. There we go. Yeah, there's a nice little natural look to it. Kind of works well with the surrounding streets. And then this part here was where the business park is going to be. So maybe we can extend this avenue, say up here. So out by 10. Let's go 15. Cool. Oh, and guys, can I share something absolutely fantastic with you? I think it's Network Skins, or Network Extensions, sorry. It got a really big update. So we got some new roads. So now we have 2-lane plain streets. So there's no sidewalks on here, but you can still zone. So it's great. So if you remember from SimCity 4, they had, I think it was actually in SimCity 5 as well, they had the smaller streets just for, you know, essentially like residential neighborhoods. You wouldn't have, basically like a different version of that. So it'll look so much more authentic, is kind of what I'm trying to say. So I'm really excited for that. We can use some more of those. And we also have pedestrian pathways. Look at that, zonable. How cool is that? So we will use those in our city. Alright, so I think right here in the middle would be pretty cool for a park or something. But it doesn't seem like we're going to get a symmetrical, or something that kind of fit, yeah, the way we want in here. Well, let's be creative. There's got to be something we can use. And I'm sure of it. Need some parking lots. We could do that. In combination with like a park. I'd be okay with that. That doesn't quite fit, but maybe we could put those right there. And then just something in here. I mean, that's definitely not it though. So much stuff is gone. What about one of these plazas? Yeah, that could work. Nothing too hectic. Okay, so let's switch over to this. Just put in our offices. Put in some commercial. Switch down to lower commercial. Lower density. Nice. There we go. Cool little shopping district / working zone. And I think we're going to do some more offices just like that. Now I wonder if we're going to do this. I think we are, yeah. Just like a little back way in. And then that way we can zone over here too, because it feels like it's part of the same little district. Okay, so then shopping, this will be a little bit busier, a little bit louder. And then we can start now switching to some residential. Cool. Oh, this thing's gonna look really nice. Oh, right, we wanted to keep this open. So we have our little highway coming through. Okay. And that should probably be commercial, but even our commercial's not moving in. Like our port demand, it's really not going anywhere. So I think we should probably put some more parks in, some more services. Just really, we got to try to make this area a little bit more attractive. I think we can do it. I'm very confident. Who wouldn't want to live here anyway? Actually, so many of you in the comments said that you would love to live here, which makes me happy. Honestly, I think I would live here too. I think it's a nice place. It's fun, lots to do, lots to see. We do have to fix our nighttime budget. Holy smokes. So maybe we can make a little nighttime district somewhere around here just for some, yeah, night style activities. So why don't we push, say, this a little bit. Dale Square. Not what I was after. Well, where's my list? Maybe I can name it after one of you guys. It's been way too long since I've done that. Who do I have here? Oh, you know who I should name it after? I like our good old friend Derek Brown. I think Derek may have a suburb happening on the island, but that could be changing. So, Derek, you might be moving up here now. Hope you don't mind. Derek Brown Square. Oh, queer. Derek Brown Square. I think you have a, oh, you have the borough. That's right, on the island. I believe so. Okay, so that works for me. Now let's make this a little nighttime kind of zone. We want some leisure. Perfect. And how does that extend? So we're going to change this over to commercial. Now it is going to be a little bit noisy over here, so people might start complaining, especially these residents. So let's be preemptive, take them right out. Let's do that instead. Ooh, I like this. This should help. Alright, now let's find a custom building or something that we can put in here that might maybe suit the theme of what we're going for. Just something kind of fun, nightlife, kind of commercially. Oh, we can always try to fit this building in right here. Not quite. The Flatiron building. Oh, it already exists. Oh, we can't place it twice. It's been so long, I forget what we've even placed here. Pretty much everything, though. Which is fine. I know we've used those movie theaters at IKEA. These are all my UK shops. We got some new statues and stuff. What is this? Winter. Ooh, right. For another city, right. Oh my goodness, we got so much stuff. Oh, we could put a plaza over here. Not what I was intending to use, but that'll look kind of cool. Oops. Clicking on everything here. Now, what about like one of these casino-style things? Is that out of the question up here? I wonder. I don't know, it's just... Like, Derek, do you want to add casino in your area? I wonder here. Let's actually make that work. Let's try that. That'll kind of work with our little nightlife idea here. Okay, so let's bring this. That's almost straight. Straight enough, though. I don't think I actually would notice unless I point that out, really. And then let's put a little road that goes out. And put the casino on that. Oh, it looks like because of the way the... Oh, did I need one more? I need one more square out of this. Okay, so let's go like that. Get rid of that extra bit. I think that's more some like lined up. Oh, okay, yeah. So that's fine where it is on there. I thought that was overlapping for some reason. Oh, neat. Yeah, this is kind of cool. Super neat how this area is now coming together. Okay, well, you know what we could do by that same logic? I have that cool tower. It's also a casino. Oh, this is totally changing. This is not at all what I thought was going to happen in this area, but I really like the idea of this. Oh, maybe it's in this part. Oh gosh. I think you know which one I mean, guys. And when you see it, yep, you'll be like, oh, yep, of course. Okay, so we're going to have a couple casinos over here. Just for the sake of some options. And so we should see some hotels coming in, which will be kind of neat. Oh yeah, and this will be a cool spot. Oh, I'm liking this. And so we'll need some more parking. Wow, this is totally out of nowhere too. Neat stuff though. And then what we're doing, like the logic behind this, is we need some nighttime areas, like leisure areas, to make us a little bit more money. Because we're unfortunately falling pretty far into the negatives when the sun goes down. So we want to avoid that. So we'll just put in some parking lots, make the area feel a little bit more real. And parks and plazas, like that kind of stuff, because those will definitely be in and around here. Oh yes, very neat. Yeah, I really don't think these people are going to want to live here. Like, I would not want to live right across the street from a casino. It would be so loud. So let's switch all of this into more commercial. No, let's not do that actually right there. Let's restart the day. Oh, this is so cool. This is like literally so cool. I don't know why this is impressing me so much, but very happy with this. I just want one more parking garage, like one of the 2-story ones. That one might be a bit big. Let's use one of the smaller ones. There you are. And that can probably go close to the casino. Oh, right there. Yep. Just unzone right there. Oh, yes. Look at that. That is what I'm talking about. Alright, now, does our little square here, how far does that? We may actually have to extend this a little bit further, the district, just so we can get a bit more of the commercial turning into hotels. So let's go a bit further like that. And then that means this part will stay regular commercial. Oh, this is so cool. Very fun. And it's a nice boundary in between our industrial zone and like our little residential area right here. Okay, so let's put in some trees and stuff, just kind of make this area look a little bit more friendly. The old beautification, as it were. Oh, and my goodness, speaking of which, guys, so, interestingly enough, some of the mods that I had downloaded before that were giving me conflict, I've since reinstalled them because I removed so many assets. We had a little bit of wiggle room. So I kind of, picked and choose the more important assets and mods to keep. But take a look at Prop Anarchy. It's back up and running, so we can, make ourselves a different style train yard. We can just have, like, essentially all the same freedom and flexibility that we had before. And for most of the mods, which was really interesting, I was reading through a lot of the descriptions, and people were just kind of sharing some advice on how to get stuff working. And for so many of them, and there's no logic behind this, it just unsubscribe from the mod, and then subscribe again to it. And so for so many of them, I was like, okay, I got nothing to lose, might as well try it. And then sure enough. So we got, yeah, much better compatibility now, which is a very good feeling. Okay, I want a bit of a walking path going behind the casino, just in case you want to take a little leisurely stroll or something. Let's have that go. I want to go kind of in between, but I can't quite get the snaps to work there. So let's take that off. Perfect. Let's go like this. Just go like that. I don't want that to be actually as straight as it is. Maybe we can put the these back on. That looks kind of clean. I think we'll keep that. And then I'm just going to go like this. Bring that in like that. And then we'll go just kind of behind as well. So come out from here. Just go across like that. Yeah, that works for me. Just as a little walking path, just in case you want to take a little leisurely stroll outside, or if it's a nice night. And we can probably even put some benches or something in here. So put our Prop Anarchy on, just in case we need it. Ooh, so exciting! Love to have that back. Benches. Oh, you have so much stuff. I really had to scale back on so much. So there's some things I'm gonna miss, and I won't know I won't notice they're gone until I try to find it, and I'll be like, oh, what happened to this thing? And I'll be like, oh, I must have taken it out, and then it'll be a sad moment. So be prepared for that. And also, some of you've been giving me some assets and stuff lately, but I had to remove some of them just because, yeah, they were just a little bit big. Like some of them, it's not that they had a memory leak or anything. Well, actually, some actually did have memory leak. But some would use up just basically too many resources. So like some of the growable buildings, like that kind of random stuff. But remove a lot of those just to get the game to run a little bit cleaner and smoother. There goes some benches through here. That's kind of nice. I mean, really, it's just a view of the highway, but who knows? You might enjoy this. Okay, so put in some more trees. And we could do some rocks actually over here. We probably could have, yeah, we probably should have started with that. I was debating whether to put some in, but I think we're still early enough that we can. And for me, just adding the rocks just adds that extra little bit of realism. And guys, I'm excited because I think we're going to do the island pretty soon. Like, we're getting very close to it. And we have quite a few new people to the series too. Like the first episode's still picking up steam and still going. It's like 140,000 plus views now, which is pretty insane. So there's quite a few of you that watch this now. And I keep getting, you know, more and more of those messages where people are just like marathoning to try and catch up. So I mean, that's absolutely awesome. I think you guys are maniacs for that. Still, I think the fastest, not to make it a contest or anything, I think Peter Green, I think he maybe caught up the fastest when I was watching his tweets. That guy, definitely big time supporter. Love that. Hope you're watching, Peter. Hope things are well with you, man. And for everyone else, like some of you guys, you know, I watch, because you have a link to your Twitter, so I mean, you don't know that I know, but I know. I see you guys watching 2, 3, 4 episodes in a row. I like that. Because, you know, I'll see you hit the like button, and then it'll pop up on my Twitter, and I'm like, oh, this person's so, I'm like, that's great, good for them, you know. I'm happy to see you guys still here, and it makes me happy to know that you guys are still enjoying it and watching it and just all of that. And just some of you who haven't commented in a while, I love when you guys drop a comment. So it's not a hint or anything. I'm not trying to get you guys out of the lurkers. You're out of the lurking bushes if you don't want to, but for those of you that do every once in a while drop a comment, it's very nice to hear from you guys. And all of you, you know, like it's kind of weird. Like I don't necessarily remember per se all of your like YouTube names, but some of you I remember your thumbnails or this and that, or I'll remember the context in which you commented like a previous time. And it's like some of you, it's just really pleasant to see you guys again. Like it's really a weird way to describe that. But it's kind of hard because there's so many of you now, right? So I don't want you to get the wrong impression here that I'm trying to pick favorites or anything. But some of you happen to stick out, I think, a little bit more than others. I'm not really doing too many rocks here, as you guys can kind of see. I think we may actually call it quits after this one. I was going to switch back to some trees, but... And you can kind of see why we do the trees afterwards. Because even though we're not using the prop anarchy, because of the way the rocks are written, they're a little bit bigger than their little plot points. So we get some overlap inadvertently. So for those of you that are wondering why I always start with the rocks first, this is kind of why, you can see, just to avoid that. And it's all just, you know, in the name of realism in the long run. And then might as well just kind of do our usual style and jazz here. So after we put the rocks in, what we'll tend to do is put in some grass just to get a little bit more, is there grass here? No, that's our bush. Oh, there it is. Just to get a little bit more realism kind of look and effect. So we'll put those in and around the rocks. Because if there were, like, you know, landscaping or that kind of stuff happening, it'd be hard to do that in and around just the rocks and some of the trees. So, slight realism. Some people take this to, like, the absolute next level, where they get, like, you know, tall grass and just, like, everything is totally out of, you know, just, it looks perfect. That for me is a little bit time consuming, especially when doing you know, the YouTube stuff. Maybe in a time-lapse format, but I try to strike that middle ground where it does look nice, but we can still move at an okay-ish pace. Because I know in the beginning, especially of this series, holy smokes, I would spend like way too much time doing some areas and redoing them. And it's, you know, lesson learned, right? Because it's like my first real YouTube experience, right? Like it's still pretty new and crazy for me in the grand scheme of it all. But you learn as you go. And it's one of those things, if I could go back and do it all over again, it would probably be a little bit better. But then at the same time, it's the journey that kind of counts, right? So, wouldn't have gotten here if we hadn't started there. And just going back to what I was saying before, it's really cool that I've done this journey with you guys. Because really, if you guys weren't watching this, I would have given up so long ago. Like, if you guys have lost interest or whatever, or just there wasn't the same, like, you know, passion and like, following that you guys have. I mean, like, it just... Like, so much of this channel is based on what you guys want. Like, it's so, I love that. Like, I'm not trying to, like, you know, call the shots here. I want this to be a team effort. I want you guys to feel like, you know, your vote matters. I don't want you to be like, oh, I'm just one person who doesn't care about me. Of course I care about you, silly. You especially. Don't think that. So, you know, I mean, by the same flip of the coin, if you guys want to talk to me, you know, message me on Twitter. Definitely drop comments. I want you to think that we're, like, you know, this weird family, which we kind of are. So I hope that some of us can even meet down the road. We can have, you know, a drink or two. Just a whole bunch of fun. I like that. Look at this, guys. We made a really cool area here. like totally out of nowhere too. So we've got a couple casinos. We've got mostly nightlife stuff over here. So we've got some, you know, hotels. You know what we should even do is a little block of just leisure, just to get kind of even more of a mix. So let's take out, say, right here. And then let's make this. Oh, Pleasant Heights. How pleasant. Who do I have that we can use? Oh, goodness. I have so many. Oh, you know who we could use? Who I... well, let me, don't want to give it away here. But our good friend Darth Yoda. I think that's how you spell it. Let me just double check. Yep, Darth Yoda, perfect. Darth Yoda Plaza, let's just call that. Cool, so Derek and Brown and Darth Yoda. You guys are in the world, or on the map, I should say. Okay, and then for this, we want this to be leisure. Or tourism, I should say, not leisure, tourism. That's the word I was looking for. This one is leisure, right? Yeah. And so tourism is hotels, leisure is nighttime stuff. I think that's how that works, or is this the hotels? Well, either way, we're going to get a good mix, so mission accomplished. Okay. Now, there is a little bit of traffic backing up through here. I'm thinking that we might maybe need to... I don't know actually what we could do here. To take out one of the intersections, but kind of see really everyone's just trying to go to the highway. So it's almost like we could just not zone on this side, just to maybe even free up a little bit more of the traffic. See if that makes a difference. I imagine it would. It's a shame you can't turn right on a red, though, in this situation. And then, similar to what we've done in the past, now that there's a little bit too much of a queue happening right here, I think what I'm going to do is double up that lane. These buildings are being stubborn. They decided they want to stay, even though we've unzoned right here. Okay, so lots of demand now for industry, so we must be doing something right. And I'm hoping that, you know, these kind of areas here will fill up with workers before we have to zone more places. Everything's still just kind of this work in progress. But remember over here just a few episodes ago how like nothing was working right, so I feel like we're slowly but surely moving in the right direction with the city. Still gotta work on traffic. But this is so cool. This is like totally, literally out of nowhere. I'm really happy with this. Kind of a fun way to be a boundary end for the city. But we can see, even still over here, not too filled in. Not at all. Okay, well, you know what, guys? I think we'll end things off here. We're slowly running out of time. But, yeah, I might do some off-camera kind of brainstorming. Maybe change some of the lights around, or take out one of the roads, or do a bypass, or maybe find a way to get, who knows? We'll figure it out. Maybe if you guys have a suggestion, totally let me know. Otherwise, I will see you in the next one. Thank you for sticking with it, and, yeah, guys, really appreciate it. We had a little bit of mushy feels this episode, but, you know, honestly, like, your viewership, it's important to me. I'm happy you guys subscribe. I'm happy you guys stick around. I love reading the comments. So just keep it up, guys. If you keep it up, I'll keep it up. That's my deal to you, okay? All right, well, I'll see you in the next one. So much to do with the city still. I'm so happy we got it running again. I was so nervous we were going to lose this, but oh my goodness. Over the last year, we've had a few close calls, but the city, she survives. All right, guys, all the best. I will see you in the next one. Take care of yourselves, and happy building. And happy weekend, too. Oh, and Sunday, see you at the stream. Make sure you're there. Okay, guys, take care.